like you, so this is for your own delight and comfort. When I finished my state exams and stood in front of Father Kentenich, both exams quite well done in my pocket, he suddenly said to me after my confession, "So, and now you will only do what you like over the next 2 months. What do you love to do?" Here he was referring to my times of prayer, of getting up and going to bed, etc. But suddenly I was very afraid and said, "Father, that is impossible. 2 months not having to do what the rules say, that will not work." Then he just smiled and said that I had worked so hard, was stretched to the limit during my studies, that it would not end well and nature would take its toll. Our nature must also relax, and that it was his wish that I loosen up. He was certainly not afraid that it would go wrong. If I were to fall out of line, so to speak, the others need not notice, and I do not need to tell everything. But at that very moment, if I were to do something not acceptable to our lifestyle, then my conscience would bother me, and I would more than ever say something. This was an experience for life. The connection between freedom and attachment. I actually did most things the same way as I would have done before, without permission from our Father to do less. However, I felt so totally free because I did not have to do it. He also gave me trust. In this way, it was actually an attachment, but at the same time, a lot of freedom was granted. Who receives 2 months to do what they want and what they feel like? I still had to continue with my studies and traineeship, but even at that, there was a lot of scope in between to play with if you are alone. This is just one example of how the principle and application of freedom and attachment can be seen.